Welcome and good afternoon. I'm not getting any. Welcome, and there we go. Maybe we're here. I gotta adjust the volume inside my headset. So welcome, good afternoon, Jackets fans, to the Dublin Chiller Game 2 against your Columbus Blue Jackets 19U girls and the 19U South Hills Panthers out of Pittsburgh. Game 1 ended with a 9-3 victory with the Jackets victorious. That takes their record on the season to 13-10-2. And the South Hills Panthers dropped to 2-4-1. As the second game today is getting ready to get underway. Both teams just finishing up warm-ups. And we'll begin festivities shortly. 2 scratches to note. Morgan Rumpke out with an illness. Hopefully the Rumpkes are watching. And Jenna Day out recovering from a thumb injury that she received last week. But Jenna's here with us on the bench. So she's got her thumb taped up. We hope, Jenna, a speedy recovery. We see her back on the ice for your Jackets soon. Got Robin behind the camera running the iPad. So if you're tuned in, definitely leave a comment for her and let us know how the feed's going. And we apologize. Last game, the technology here had us restart. Our feed was not as good as we'd like. So hopefully this feed is much better, and we are bringing this game to you live on both Facebook and YouTube. So however you choose to log in and watch the game, we hope you can do so. We'll try to bring you uninterrupted play between the Jackets and the Panthers as both teams now on the ice. Looks like Poppy Worsley going to get the nod between the pipes for the Jackets. It'll be Loftus, Lemmenbrock, Taylor, along with Hayden and Travers on the blue line as things are ready to go. The refs are ready. The teams are ready. We're ready. Are you ready? Game 2, Panthers, Jackets live right now. Face-off controlled by the Jackets. Back to Travers. Travers now right-hand side looking for Lemmenbrock. Lemmenbrock right-hand side. She had a multi-point assist game last period. Right out front looking for Taylor, and a good save by the goalie there right off the bat. Lemmenbrock feeding Taylor. And save made by the goalie. First shot of the game coming to the Jackets. Loftus now in for the draw. Wins it back to Lemmenbrock. Lemmenbrock to Hayden. Hayden fires it, another glove save. A quick wrister there by Hayden. Look for her to bring the heat maybe next time, as Najla can really just wind that up, and massive slap shots. Face-off won by South Hills Stars. Travers now back behind her own net with speed. Left-hand side for Taylor. Taylor now pushes it ahead, and she'll get it herself. She's got Lemmenbrock on the right. Taylor now fires, and it's blockered aside, and Taylor goes hard into the boards. She was tripped up, no call on the play. That puck will go the length of the ice. We're going to get a whistle here with 14-14 left in the first on the icing. Taylor up and okay as she smiles to go back to the bench. Crick now on with Buzik and Thomas. It'll be Lily Talibi and Reagan Davies on the blue line for the Jackets. Controlled now back to Talibi. She can't grab it. It's too far ahead of her. She'll chase back into neutral ice. Chips it off the boards. Crick comes in, and she feathers it ahead. She'll chase after it far side. That puck will escape out of the zone, and Crick has to get back on side. She gathers the puck now, left-hand side. Crick, quick shot, and it's gloved down, and we'll get another whistle here as Panthers netminder covers up for the whistle. Minute and 6 seconds, 2. Face-off now with Caroline Crick. She wins it to Buzik. Buzik leaves it for Talibi. Talibi over to Davies. Davies in, looking for the tip in front, and goes just wide. Buzik collects it and looking for Thomas and covered up by the goalie. Looks like Bella Talibi, Peyton Folk, and Lauren Miller out for a forward line change. Mimi and Pawpaw Linscott. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are regulars as well. Good to have you here. Game 2. Talibi steps up, and that puck will escape out of the zone. We're going to have a breakaway now, left-hand side. Davies back along with us, and now Miller left-hand side. Miller down the left, and Miller fights off one stick check, and she'll just wrap it around looking for Folk around the back. Folk now out for Bella Talibi, and that puck will squirt out. Prawl blocks that, keeps it in the zone for the Jackets. Kicked away, and Miller will collect it. Miller now just has that puck stick checked off of her. Nice work by Travers on the reverse check there to keep the puck. Good physical play by Travers. Left-hand side for Folk. She'll chip it ahead looking for Miller, and it's collected now by Pittsburgh. Miller now with the puck. She's going to wrap it around. Talibi will go in on the forecheck. As Miller goes for a change, Jackets are going to change things up offensively here. As Lemmerbrock and Loftus come together, and here come South Point, South Hills. Worsley in, and she'll make the first save of the game. It was number 12 for South Hills. Really, she is at the epicenter of everything that they do offensively. So the Jackets, if they can shut her down, I'd say that about 75% of their offense is gone. Loftus, Lemmerbrock, and Taylor out there with Prawl and Travers on the back end. Prawl wrap it around the near side boards. Too far ahead of Lemmerbrock. She'll chase it down, and she poke checks it away. Lemmerbrock right-hand side's got Taylor in the middle. Blockered aside by the goalie. Loftus keeps it in the zone, far side, looking for Taylor. Picked up by Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock now, as Prawl keeps that in the zone. Cross-ice pass, and that'll see Gracie Travers go back. Grab the puck and reset for Columbus. Taylor now, neutral ice over to Lemmerbrock on the right-hand side. Lemmerbrock will race down the right. It's too far ahead of her as Taylor gives chase. Lemmerbrock can't control on the near side corner, and outbreak the Panthers. Lemmerbrock comes near side to grab the puck. She scoops it ahead, and no offsides as Taylor will give chase. Jackets look to get a change here. Taylor goes down, no call. The Panthers come back the other way. Lily Talibi, good break up there on the pass, and she'll find some space on the left. Buzik and Thomas with her. Buzik was offside, no call. Backhand's looking for Thomas, and that puck will land on a Panthers stick. Stretch pass on the left as the Panthers look to get into the zone. They'll gain the blue line, chipped in. Hayden will give chase along with Caroline Crick on the back end. Caroline Crick now fans on the clearance attempt. Finally up to Buzik. Buzik now out to Thomas. Thomas right at the face-off dot at center ice. She'll gain the blue line. She leaves it for Buzik. Buzik leaves it for Hayden. Hayden fires and gobbled up by the goalie with 10:26 left in the first. Scoreless between the Jackets and the Panthers in Game 2 of today's hostilities. Big shout out to Drea Paul. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're with us. I wish you could be sitting in front of us dancing, but we're glad to have you tuned in. Another quick whistle here as the Panthers netminder equal to the task, and we'll have another face-off here in the Jacket zone. Prawl and Davies on the blue line looking for this big shot from the point. It's one back. Prawl fires it. It goes off a shin pad, and Davies will collect the loose puck. Near side boards, and now Davies cycles into the center. In the slot, Davies fires. It's a goal. Reagan Davies on the board gets the Jackets the 1-goal lead at the 10:08 mark of the first period. Even strength tally by Reagan Davies, who had a hat trick in the first game. The Jackets draw first blood in the first, as Davies just went to the slot and fired it. High side blocker. Miller now backhands it looking for Folk. Davies will pick up that loose puck. It's dropped out high, and now Miller picks it up. Miller now behind her own net. She looks for an outlet pass. Miller head up. She's going to try to get it to Folk. That puck will go the length of the ice. It's actually going to be played by the goalie. No, it's not. They waved it off. That's a strange call. Should have been icing on the Jackets there. Prawl now with it. Prawl will dump it in, and Folk will forecheck in behind the net. Folk behind the net, and that puck is stuck out top, and now away come the South Hills Panthers. Miller on the back check. Davies is there. Davies flips it high out of the zone, and there's Prawl. Prawl chips it ahead, but controlled now by South Hills. Right back at Davies' stick. Davies goes near side looking for Folk. Folk now picks it up, and there's Prawl. Prawl right-hand side. He's got Talibi in the middle. Feeds Talibi, and it's too far ahead of her. Good work by Elena Prawl, but that puck just a little too far for Talibi. Now to Folk. Folk fires, and that puck is batted down and picked up now by Prawl, who fires it out top. Nobody's there. Kept in nicely by Loftus. Dumped in by Davies, and now here comes South Hills Panthers the other way. Folk now with the puck. Folk backhands it looking for Talibi. Talibi's line is out. She should be on the bench now. She needs to make a line change. We'll get an offside call here as Taylor and Lemmerbrock step out along with Hayden and Gracie Travers. Referee's ready to go. Controlled by South Hills. But as far as Taylor does a good job to chip it ahead. Now on the back end here in our own zone is Hayden. Hayden collects it. Goes off the boards to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock ahead to Loftus. Loose puck picked up by Lemmerbrock right-hand side. Jackets seem to get their shape back here a little bit. Goes off a skate in neutral ice. Battle along the near side boards with Lemmerbrock in 3 green jerseys, and Hayden's going to come away with it now in front of the Panthers bench. Hayden, that stick goes right into the boards, sticking out of the one of the doors there to get on the ice is Hayden's stick. Lemmerbrock now with it finds Taylor. Taylor goes around one. Lily Talibi has that puck poke checked away. Gracie Travers back there to collect the puck, and now Taylor with it. Taylor back to Travers. 7:35 left in the first. 1-0 Jackets. Lemmerbrock stretch pass from Travers. Lemmerbrock fires. That's stick to side, actually maybe off the pads. Now Lily Talibi, she'll feather it into the near side boards and regroup. Buzik with it. Pass picked up by South Hills Panthers. Your goal scorer Davies with the puck behind her own net, and she'll twist and turn and make that pass to Caroline Crick, who had a goal in the first game. Crick now left-hand side. It's a 1-on-3. She's got Buzik and Thomas in support. That puck takes a deflection and went all the way back out to Davies, who fired it right back in. Buzik can't control the puck, and the Panthers now near side boards. Kept in the zone nicely by Thomas. Stretch pass on the left-hand side. Davies will pick it up, but hooks around, and there's Crick. Crick with the puck now with Davies in support. Crick over to Davies. Davies on the backhander. She tried to shovel it in, and Crick with a shot. Great save by the goalie. What a great save as Crick had that gaping net wide open, and how she made that save, I don't know, but I talked with the goalie's dad here in between games, and 14-year-old goalie playing really well for the Panthers. 6:21 left in the first period. 1-0 Jackets. Offensive zone faceoff now. Miller in for the draw. She wins it back to Elena Prawl. Elena Prawl throws it around the net. As Peyton Folk goes in there. Miller will chase it in the corner. Miller now head up looking for a pass. Miller jams it down low, and that puck is going to be iced now by the Panthers. We'll reset and do it again. Yeah, there's Poppy. Poppy always vocal in net. Can always hear Poppy Worsley. She's always directing traffic. Miller now in for the offensive zone draw. She had a goal in the first game. Folk, after that Miller face-off win to Travers. Travers skates in high, and it's a glove save by the 14-year-old goalie from South Hills, and Miller will reset and do it again. Another offensive zone face-off for Columbus. Won again by Miller. Folk now goes back to Travers. Travers again. Travers high slot, fires it in, and it's Miller on the deflect, and it went just wide on the deflection. Great effort there. 2 face-off wins and 2 good shots by the Jackets as they see sustained offensive zone pressure here with 5:46 left in the first period. We'll get a line change for the Jackets. Loftus out there with Lemmerbrock and Taylor. Face-off won by the Panthers. Panthers now through neutral ice. Poke check by Gracie Travers. She's had a solid weekend, and now Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's got Taylor in the middle. She finds her. Taylor, through 1, through 2. Another big save by the goalie as Taylor went between 2 and got a clean shot, but the goalie was perfectly placed and really gave Taylor nowhere to shoot. Face-off now. Offensive zone for the Jackets. South Hills control that face-off. Lily Talibi back to Hayden. Hayden's pass is too far for Loftus, and now here comes South Hills. Big save by Poppy Worsley. Now Loftus behind the net, and it looks like Lemmerbrock's going to have a little bit of space. Talibi with it. Talibi pushed off the puck, but it's only as far as Taylor. She'll backhand it in, no icing, and she'll chase after it. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. Jackets still up by a goal, thanks to Reagan Davies. Lemmerbrock and Taylor battle behind the net. Lemmerbrock now out front and tried to wrap it around on the backhand, but it went across the crease. Hayden steps up, and now Talibi's going to have to get back as Taylor comes back on the back check, and that'll allow Hayden to collect the puck. Hayden with it. Hayden's just going to clear this the length of the ice, and it's actually going to go on net, so the goalie forced to make a save. No icing. Jackets get a line change on. Crick, Thomas, and Buzik on for the Blue Jackets. Outlet pass is broken up by Buzik, and now Thomas with it. High slot, leaves it for Davies. Davies fires, and that goes high and wide. 3:50 left in the first period. Out front from Buzik, and Davies can't collect, and here come the Panthers back the other way. Prawl back on defense. Good work by the Jackets breaking that up. We'll get an offside call here. As good defense by Prawl. 3:38 left in the first period. 1-0. Thanks for joining us. Neutral zone face-off. Controlled by the Panthers. Davies collects the puck. And now that'll go ahead for Buzik on the left-hand side. Crick in support. Buzik just cycles in and around, looking for a little bit of pressure here, but Thomas is late getting into the zone, and That'll force Davies to pick it up, but it squirts out. Elena Prawl collects it now near side, and she dumps it in looking for a forecheck. Nice work by Thomas to keep it in, and finally that puck ends up on Prawl's stick. Prawl fires, and it was just wide as she tries to disguise that with a turnaround shot. And Prawl looking to get on the board here, collected by Davies in neutral ice. Davies waits and waits, leaves it for Bella Talibi. Talibi overskates it, and she tries to drive it ahead on the half boards there. Puck tied up with Crick and Talibi and a couple of the Panthers players. Bella Talibi goes down, and Thomas gives chase, but that puck now kept in nicely by the Jackets on the forecheck, and that puck finally covered up as it trickled in on net. Near side post with 2:24 left in the first. Jackets get a line change here. Same thing with the Panthers. 1-0. Reagan Davies' goal. Again, she had a hat trick in the first game, and she's already had a goal in this game. Miller will take the draw. Miller wins it again. I think she's about 100% today. Folk with it, back to Miller. Miller tries a deflection. I don't know if she got any wood on that, but she'll go hard into the boards and try to cycle that puck low, and she kicks it out to Prawl. Prawl fires it in. Folk will chase that wraparound. Folk now in the corner. Davies goes in along with Folk as they battle along the half boards. Davies is going to come away with it. Miller's running interference in front, and that puck goes high and wide. And sorry, that was Talibi. Now Folk can't collect it. Miller back at the point after Davies had cycled in, and now they'll switch back. Miller collects it. She fires it right back in. Good work by the center. Davies can't control that along the boards. Prawl steps up, and now Talibi to Folk. Folk fires that puck high and gloved down by the goalie with 1:29 left in the first. So, again, that entire shift spent in the Panthers zone. Nothing to show for it. Loftus, Taylor, and Lemmerbrock out there. Big shout out to Columbus Blue Jackets alumni Sydney Schuler playing for the University of Miami women's program. So glad to have Sydney tuning in and listening and watching her. Great to see that. There's Taylor now, left-hand side for Lemmerbrock. It's too far ahead of her. Lemmerbrock whacks and chops at it, but finally Travers is going to pick that up. Stop and go by Travers there. She can't clear her lines. Loftus does well to block that. That puck is chipped out. I don't know why he blew that. It hit the stanchion. It hit the bumper. Never should have been a whistle. Never should have been a whistle. That should have played on. Regardless, we got a whistle. And it's going to be a face-off now in the Jackets' defensive zone. And that was a strange one. It never went out of play. It was in play the entire time. Lemmerbrock controlled. Lemmerbrock now with it. 2-on-1 with Taylor. Taylor with the puck to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock now fires, and that puck is blockered away. Taylor was there for the rebound. 40 seconds left in the first period. Jackets up by a goal. Travers will come in, and she'll win that. Over to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock collects it with 22 left in the period. That puck cleared out. Collected by Hayden. Hayden right-hand side. She'll fire it in behind the net. Travers falls down at the red line. She'll pick it up. Now a breakaway for... Wow, and we're going to get a tripping call on the Jackets. And never tripped her. That was never a tripping call. Oh, they got her on a hook. That's even worse. Not only was it not a penalty, but it was also the wrong call. It wasn't even close. It's ridiculous. What was that? There goes the buzzer at the end of the first period. It's the Jackets 1 and the Panthers 0. Be back with you here in just a moment. So at the end of one, the Jackets with an odd hooking call on Gracie Travers, but the Jackets now having to kill off the first penalty of the game as Travers comes in to resume her place in the box on the mystery hooking penalty that was never there. I guess if you trip over the blue line, you got to call something. But yeah, it was never a penalty. Anyways, the second period's getting ready to get underway here. It'll be Crick, Buzik, Davies, and Talibi out there for the Jackets on the PK. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Talibi will chase back. No pressure by the Panthers, and it's pretty much a free out for Talibi. Cycled in now by the Panthers, back out to the point. South Hill's fired in. That puck hit with the high stick, and that should come outside the zone as it was hit by a high stick on the Panthers and then controlled by the Panthers in the offensive zone. Therefore, that will come out. It comes all the way back. Yep. That's the right call. Which is just bizarre. The Jackets with an offensive zone face-off here. Minute 3 left in the minor to Travers on the hooking penalty. Davies back on defense. Crick now. Oh, and there's a trip. And now we're going to get another trip as Crick was going to go, she was away. She was going to break away on that one, and Crick falls hard on her elbow as she's hunched over going to the bench. We'll watch her make. Talibi to Miller. Miller shot, and what a save. Davies now fires. That goes just wide. Talibi looking for Miller. Miller point blank, and I'm not sure how she didn't score. On the one-timer. What a save by the goalie, and she's been the difference in this game. Keep trying. Lauren looked up at me like, I don't know what I got to do to score. What a save. Yeah, we've had to restart because of the terrible Wi-Fi here at the rink. So we apologize for that, and hopefully you were able to log back in and continue watching, but we do apologize. Cross ice now, Folk at the blue line in the slot area, fires, and it'll be gloved down. That rebound, that goes off Miller's stick. Davies keeps it in. Davies now for Miller, and that puck is going to go for icing, but not because Prawl picks it up. Jackets try to get a line change in. Talibi now, Bella Talibi on the left-hand side. Now Reagan Davies. Davies takes on 3. Davies behind the net. Davies cycles around in the slot. Davies has got wide open ice, and it's a goal! Davies' second. Davies, second of the game at the 8:52 mark of the second period. As she just skated around everybody, and you give Reagan Davies that amount of time, and she is going to find the empty area in the net, and she buried it, and the Jackets now double their lead in the second. 2-0, Columbus. Tailored up now to Lemmerbrock. Loftus racing in. Lemmerbrock tried to do a toe drag and just got away from her and covered up by the goalie from South Hills. Loftus in for the draw. Back to Travers. Travers to Hayden. Hayden fires. That echoes just wide of the net. Went off the end boards. Hayden will collect it. She'll feather it in. Out. Looking for Taylor. Taylor once, twice. She can't great jam at home. Taylor will chase back. Out to Loftus. Loftus is going to cycle it back in around the net. Lemmerbrock there to try to cut that off, but the Panthers come away with it. Only as far as Travers, who kicks it ahead. And now Travers will collect it back in front of the Panthers bench. Chipped ahead now by South Hills, and Travers and Hayden back to pick it up with 8:08 left in the second. 2-0, Jackets. Taylor fans on the cross ice attempt. Offside call now on the Panthers. Next weekend, the Jackets will be at the Bell Tire Showcase. First game on the 11th of November is at 1:40 p.m. against St. Clair Shore Saints, an old foe from last year. Then they'll play Badger City out of Wisconsin at 9:20 on the 11th. And on the 12th, they'll face the Anaheim Lady Ducks at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll bring you all of those games live and hopefully uninterrupted, depending on the Wi-Fi signal, on both YouTube and Facebook. So if you can't make the trip, make sure to tune in to your games live. Loftus, Taylor, and Lemmerbrock out there with Hayden and Travers. And it is a power play for the Jackets. 5-on-4, minor penalty assessed to South Point. This is the Jackets' second power play of the period and second of the game. So Jackets on the man advantage here. Let's see if they can make it count. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Out in front, and that's Taylor. Taylor fires, and it goes off the glove. Travers can't keep it in. Hayden now as the Jackets need to get back out of the zone and onside. Hayden with speed down the left-hand side. Hayden behind the net. Hayden out front, Travers. Hayden throws it in. It goes off a Lemmerbrock skate, picked up by Loftus. Loftus shovels it ahead, looking for Taylor. Goes between her skates. 56 left on the power play for the Jackets, and here come the South Hills Panthers, who had a short-handed goal last game. Hayden's going to go for a tripping call here as she touches up, and the Jackets unable to convert on their abbreviated power play. Speaking of power plays, this is the Panthers' second power play. Will be after we play 4-on-4 for 46 seconds. And then the Panthers will have a 44-second power play. Crick out with Talibi, Thomas, and Davies. Davies controls the puck. Davies hat-trick in the first game. Looking for a hat-trick in the second. Davies now with speed. She'll stop, have a look. Nobody's home. Davies now behind the net. Not a lot of movement for the Jackets. Out front now to Crick. Caroline Crick fires that in. Davies collects it. She didn't get all of it. Davies now fires, and we're going to get a nice save by the South Hills. Davies doing it all on her own. Davies now on the backhand. 11 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 7 seconds on the 4-on-4. Lily Talibi throws it ahead. It goes off shin guards, and now 4-on-4 is killed. And it's a power play for the Panthers. Loose puck in between the skates, picked up by Lily Talibi. 23 seconds left on the PK for the Jackets. Talibi has Thomas up there. Talibi fires. That puck sticked aside with 15 to go on the man advantage for South Hills. Thomas now with it. Thomas can't control it, and that puck is lifted up and out of the zone. Worsley's going to come out to play it with 1 second left. Oh, and Worsley came out to play it. Can't clear it. And they pressure the goalie, and South Hills score as the penalty expires. So an even strength goal at the 5:33 mark of the second period. And a back check there for the Jackets really let them down, and I think Worsley called for it, and she couldn't get it. The Jackets now off the face-off, controlled by Miller. Miller has it go between her skates, and she didn't know where it was at. Talibi behind the net. She battles for the puck. Near side wraparound. Prawl keeps it in nicely. Miller goes in for the puck. Prawl with it, and Miller battle. Oh, Prawl's got to watch it. She almost got a hooking call. And there is Travers now to pick up the loose puck. Miller with it. She tried to wrap it around to Bella Talibi. That puck comes in. Miller can't clean house, and that puck is loose, and the Panthers smelling blood here as the Jackets a little discombobulated, as you will. Miller collects it with her foot, and she's just trying to relieve the pressure. 4:36 left in the second. Talibi stretch pass to Folk at blue line. Folk now with 4:28 left. Folk has that poke checked off her stick. Miller keeps it in the zone right to Talibi. Talibi fires. It goes just wide. Folk will collect it. Picked up by Loftus. That goes off a skate, and now Hayden can't pull the trigger. She's stick checked, and back come the Panthers the other way. Lemmerbrock will pick it up. Hayden pressured. Now Loftus will have to chase back along with Lily Talibi. Puck out at the point. Sticked aside by Worsley. She hasn't had a lot to do. Cycled around, and that puck never makes it on net. And now Lemmerbrock races along with Taylor. Taylor's going to go down. No call. Lemmerbrock's going to pick it up looking for Loftus. That puck goes in between the skates of a Panther player, and Taylor will pick it up behind the net with under 3:30 to go. Out front to Loftus. Loftus can't pull the trigger, backhands it, and scooped up by the goalie. 3:24 left in the second. 2-1 the score. Jackets on top of the Panthers. Jackets win the faceoff. Can't be kept in by Hayden, and Jackets have to recycle back into neutral ice. Hayden throws it in behind the net. Lemmerbrock will give chase on the forecheck. Talibi battles along the half boards. Loftus now on a backhand looking for Taylor. Chopped ahead now, and Hayden wraps it in behind the net. Lemmerbrock goes in, steals the puck. Head up, looking for Taylor. Loftus will chase at the far side corner. Loftus fires it in, looking for a deflection. Lemmerbrock can't get it. Hayden steps up, fires. It goes off of Taylor's boot. That one had to hurt. 3:24 left in the second. Jackets only up by a goal. And Lemmerbrock is offside. So again, a lot of offensive zone pressure, and the Jackets cannot find the back of the net. Miller, Talibi, and Folk out there with Davies and Prawl. Face-off controlled by the Panthers, as Prawl will chase back into the corner. Jackets positionally good. Poppy Worsley makes a big save, and now Folk will chase that down. There's Talibi on the left. Folk with it. 2-on-3. Miller's coming in support for Bella Talibi. Folk's in the middle. Talibi now backhands it looking for Folk. Folk will pick it up. Miller goes behind the net. Out front to Prawl. Prawl fans on the attempt. Davies picks it up. Behind the net to Miller, and it goes off the outside of the net. Great feed. Near side post. Miller's battling behind the net. She finally gets the puck. Good strength by Miller. Miller's 1-on-2 behind the net now. She tries to poke it ahead for Talibi. That puck squirts out with 1:56 left in the period. Prawl keeps it in the zone. Talibi's down there as Miller goes for a change. Folk will go ahead and collect for the Jackets here. Back out to Caroline Crick. Crick now into the slot area. Crick fires it, takes a deflection. She gets brought down. Could have been an interference call. Referees let him play on, and here come South Hills back the other way. Davies will pick that up. Crick with the puck now, minute 27 left. Left-hand side. Talibi goes for a change. There's Folk. Folk fires it. It goes off a stick maybe and just wide. This puck will go the length of the ice. We'll get a whistle here. And an offensive zone faceoff for the Jackets with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the second. Close one here between the Jackets and the Panthers. Columbus up by a score of 2-1, courtesy of 2 Reagan Davies goals. Both from the slot area where she just picked the open area of the net and rifled it in there. Crick, Thomas, and Buzek out for... What are you doing here? We'll reset and do it again. Not quite sure what that was about. That puck goes up and over Travers, and she's going to have to chase back for it. Travers will pick that up. Travers looking for Thomas. It's too far ahead of her. Crick picks it up to Buzek. Ava Buzek now on a breakaway. Ava Buzek cannot get any wood on it as she transition from her backhand to her forehand. Crick with it now. Crick fires, and that's blocker down. Buzek can't pick up the rebound. Under a minute to go as Thomas will chase it to the far side corner. Puts it in the center. Nobody is there. The Jackets looking to establish zone pressure here as Buzek can't get it. That puck finally set out by the Panthers. And with 30 seconds now, the Jackets will collect it. Second period winding down. That pass behind Crick. And now in between the legs of South Hills, and finally Worsley covers it up. .3 left in the second. Tight one here, like I said, 2-1 Jackets. Most of the play has been down in the offensive zone for Columbus, but they just have not been able to solve this goalie. A little Bon Jovi in the background. Davies picks up the puck off the faceoff, and she looks to stretch it out to Lemmerbrock. Picked up by Taylor. Taylor now all alone. Taylor, 1-2-3, goal. Addie Taylor, Jackets, 3-0. So that should be Taylor from Davies and Loftus at the 4.6 second mark of the second period, and the Jackets now up by a score of 3-1. As Taylor puts that home, makes no doubt about it. Goes blocker side, back of the net. Buzzer goes at the end of 2. It's 3-1 Jackets as Lemmerbrock just got pile drived into the boards there. No call. The referee maybe not realizing that this is a girls' game. So Jackets score middle of the period and then right at the end to give themselves a 3-1 lead at the end of 2. Second intermission. We'll be back with you for the third period in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, Jackets fans. Again, next week we are in Detroit, Michigan. The Bell Tire Showcase. And again, we play our first games on the 11th of November, 1:40 p.m. against St. Clair Shore Saints. And then on the 11th at 9:20 p.m. against the Badger City Girls, 19U from Wisconsin. Our first game on the 12th will be at 12 p.m., and then we'll see where we go after that. So if you can't join us, tune in. Again, we'll be streaming this live on, it's going from left to right in this final period of the two-game series between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the South Hills Panthers. Panthers now trying to collect that puck. Talibi will go in. She'll battle hard into the corner. Good work by Lily Talibi, who's had a pretty solid weekend for the Jackets. Limmerbrock and Taylor pressuring. Puck picked up by Loftus, and Loftus just throws it in the far side corner. Jackets chase after it. They can't keep it in the zone, and here come the Panthers. Davies now with it. Davies to Taylor. Taylor to Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock's got Davies on the far side. Finds her. Davies now fires just wide. Davies on the rebound, and that puck goes high and wide. Limmerbrock picks it up. Centering pass for Davies. Nice. And that goes off the bar. Davies putting on a clinic here today against the Panthers. She's had 5 goals today for your Blue Jackets. Lily Talibi with it. A little too far in front of Taylor. Now Limmerbrock with the puck. Limmerbrock behind the net, and it just kind of opens up for her, looking out front for Taylor, and Taylor can't grab the opportunity and score. I thought Limmerbrock was going to shoot that. Davies now behind the net. I'm sorry, Davies now in front of the Panthers bench, and out come the Panthers. Kicked away and scooped up now by Loftus. Loftus has got Limmerbrock on the right-hand side. Loftus with speed, and she's just going to feather that ahead for Davies and go for a change. Miller comes on for Loftus, and now Taylor in there. Taylor behind the net. Miller's in the high slot area. Travers fires it. That puck will go into the far side corner. Kept in by Prawl. Prawl cycles it for Miller. It goes under her skate, and now back out to Prawl. Prawl fires on the tip. Miller had the tip, and it went just wide, and Folk collects the puck. Travers can't keep that in, but Prawl collected at the blue line. Jackets are on side as Prawl advances over. Miller picks it up, finds Talibi, but Talibi on the backhand can't corral it. Now we got to break the other way, but Travers is going to go back with 12:20 left in the third. 3-1 Jackets. She'll get the puck. Backhand. She gets tripped up, no call. Talibi with it. Whoops. Leaves it for Prawl at the point. Miller's out front. Miller on the doorstep, and that deflection goes wide of the net. Miller now behind the net. Miller out looking for Talibi. Folk on the backhand, and not quite sure where that puck's at. It kind of dropped behind all the play. Miller now the half boards. That puck will go behind the net with 11:42 left in the third. Jackets still on top, 3-1. 2 by Davies, 1 by Taylor. And that's our score line. Worsley makes the save. Miller goes over and says something as they gave a little tap to Worsley after she made the save, and Miller went straight over to say, hey, don't be touching my goalie. Thomas, Crick, and Buzik on now with Thomas. Good step there, but not able to control the puck. Puck goes wide of the net. Worsley just let it go as she'd seen that from 60 feet. Lily Talibi with the puck now. Buzik's up there along with Crick. Talibi across the blue line. Talibi now chases it into the end boards here, and that puck will be scooped out, and Talibi with it. Talibi out to Crick. Crick fires. It goes just wide. Buzik will collect it along the half boards. Buzik cycles it in back down low. Try to establish a little bit of that zone pressure that they've had for pretty much the entire game. Talibi now will fire that back in. It goes off a stick. Buzik there to break that up, and Talibi collects the empty puck. Out in front, Thomas can't get it. Kept in nicely by Hayden. Hayden rushed to keep that in the zone as Talibi goes for a change. We'll see Elena Prawl step on the ice for your Blue Jackets. Again, Andrea, thanks for tuning in. Eric came over for some low cups. Worsley with a big save and cleared out by Prawl as their only offensive player stepped up and was able to get a great shot on net. Thomas and Buzik link up, but they can't control the puck, and now Davies steps off the bench, and she's going to rush in and have to stick check that away with 9:52 left in the third. Davies now, left-hand side. She's got Crick up there. Taylor stepped on the ice as Davies now goes in looking for Crick. Goes off a stick, and Davies collects it behind the net. Davies now out top for Thomas. Thomas fires it. That puck deflection by Taylor, but it was wide of the net. Prawl steps up to the near side corner here. Davies covering at the boards. Out front, Thomas on the backhand, and that puck is behind the net. Crick didn't see it. All she had to do was sneeze on it, would have gone in, and Jackets can't convert there, and probably pretty lucky. Davies with it now. Here comes Reagan Davies in the third. Jackets on top 3-1. No icing. Loftus will have to hurry back to get that. On her backhand, she tries to find Davies. Davies kicks it to herself. Davies head up looking for a pass out. She's got to create some time on her forehand there. Davies out to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock collects it right-hand side. Loftus and Taylor up in support. Lemmerbrock with it. Oh, Lemmerbrock goes high on the backhand.